Yo, 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 what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. You already know if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. To all the returning friends and family, you already know it's peace and blessings. Give y'all a little bit of time to tune in case these notifications ain't go out. See, I got one of my sisters up in here. Marlene, what's going on, baby? Appreciate everybody that tuned in this morning for the live conversation. Definitely was a good one. If you missed it, you can catch the replay. Yeah, I was supposed to do this live a little earlier, but I wrapped up in a few things. But conversation, it's really just an open community conversation. Uh, I was trying to find the story, but I done messed up and deleted the link by mistake. Um, Popcorn, what's going on, my guy? Um, Heard a story about a situation in Florida. Lady basically got shot and killed. Um, Her kid's iPod, or I believe it was the iPad, went missing or whatever. Now they got that little GPS thing in case your devices get lost or whatever the case is. Now the lady done pulled up to the house, you know, basically, letting her know that the child's tablet was located and it's been located at that residence. The lady shot her through the door. Lady shot and killed her. And as far as I know, there is no charges pending or anything yet, which is the sad part because if I'm going to retrieve something I know my child lost, I shouldn't have to worry about losing my life. Latanya, what's going on, baby? James, what's going on? Oh, shoot, Miss Patty, what's going on, baby? I'll see y'all in there. Um, and I think this happened recently, but it's crazy that you went to go, retrieve something that belonged to your kids, and in the same token, you lost your life. The one thing I've always said is that some people, you don't know what somebody is coming to your house for, and it doesn't necessarily always got to mean there's going to be a confrontation. And it's getting crazy nowadays. You really got to look at it. Miss Rachel, what's going on, baby? Because that is, sad, a loss of life going to retrieve an item that belonged to your children. Some people are too careless. That's why I said guns are not the problem. It's people who have guns that are the problem. The wrong people having the gun. If I'm knocking on your door, I'm knocking on your door for good reason, not to try to harm you or do anything to you. And I can understand, yeah, the world is a little different now. It's a little more scary because, you don't know what could happen. But for the fact that that really even took place, that's sad. You know, Kids ain't gonna be able to see their moms no more. Like, it's a weird reality that we living in. Realist, what's going on, my guy? Sunshine, what's going on? Um, See, this is why it's good to have these type of community talks because it doesn't matter which community it's in. A situation like that can happen anywhere. If I'm coming to you and I'm telling you that I'm pinging my electronical device and it's telling me that it's here, it shouldn't have been no problem. It should have just been, well, even if you felt uncomfortable with letting somebody in your house, you could at least ask them the simplest thing, like, okay, if it is pinged here, what's the color, so on and so forth. You know, Simple things like that. That lady didn't have to lose her life trying to retrieve her children's item. And again, no charges have been filed. I don't even believe she got arrested because it's a stand your ground state. Tasha, what's going on, baby? Dee Dee, what's going on, baby? Red Eye, what's going on? Amos, what's going on, my guy? No, Miss Patty, because that's crazy. Because again, now these kids gotta grow up without a mother because of a careless act, and I believe that was careless because you didn't necessarily have to shoot that lady at all, and especially if she ain't present no type of threat. That just like the story I posted up this morning. Even though the boy didn't pose no real threat, he lost his life just stealing a phone cup. Oh, I'm good, Tasha. I'm good. Just having this community talk with the people. We need these type of talks everywhere because it's sad. You're going to do the right thing by your children, and in the same token, you got to lose your life because of carelessness. And I believe that lady should be charged, not just with murder, but she should be charged with stolen property. Because if I'm coming to get my kids things, knowing that the location is saying that it's there, I shouldn't have to worry about that. And if you feel that adamant, okay, well then look, I can tell you what the items are, I can show you what they look like, and you probably got them. Yeah, Miss Patty, it is. George, what's going on, my guy? Yeah, and that's the problem, Tasha. They too quick. Some people are too trigger happy. Especially in them states where it's stand your ground. And I'm not trying to be funny yet. You should be able to stand your ground, especially if your property and everything is at risk. But if I'm coming to you at peace and I'm letting you know what the situation is, I shouldn't have to worry about getting shot. Shouldn't have to worry about getting killed. That's why it's always good to get to know the people in your neighborhood. Because I guarantee you, 9 out of 10, they probably gonna say that person that did that. Oh well, she never. Well, she's a good person, or they never did this, that, and the third. They never showed signs of. No, you got to pay attention to what's going on in your communities again. Because again, now we done lost a mother. And them kids got to grow up without their mother. And it's sad because I don't even know. Like I didn't fully even get the whole story from what I was saying. She went to go retrieve that and lost her life. Commander, what's going on? Moot moot. That's why I'm saying, like, when it comes to those situations right there, we gotta be on point. And I'll be honest with you, I honestly felt she shouldn't have even went there by herself. Because it goes to show you some people are that trigger happy. And another thing that's becoming somewhat of a problem, even though they are kind of good, but they pose certain problems towards the future. Those ring cameras. Um, Because I could be coming to your house to deliver something. I could be coming to your house for whatever reason. And it doesn't necessarily mean I'm coming in with the intent to harm you or do anything. They're good to a degree, but then they can also be bad because that's almost like paranoia right there. I gotta look at you from afar. Now I can see if you look unsavory, then yeah, I'm gonna be on your neck. But if I see if it looks like you're not presenting any type of danger, I shouldn't be trying to run you off the property neither. BMF, what's going on, my guy? Love it. Bat, 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 bat. What's going on, baby? But it's sad because that lady didn't have to lose her life, and I'm gonna say that again. She didn't have to lose her life if she was coming to retrieve something that rightfully belonged to her kids. And see, that's a problem with some people in the community. You'll pick up somebody's stuff, or you'll have possession of somebody's stuff, and then you won't try to give it back. And I would, it'd have been worse if she actually came with her kids and that lady would have did that, because that would have definitely showed, no sort of preservation of life. You just was trigger happy. You was just waiting for a situation to use that gun. And for some people, they do that. They will sit there and pray for the opportunity to use their gun. When again, it's not supposed to just you want to use it when it's time to use it. No, you're supposed to use it as a defense mechanism. Not I'm waiting for somebody to act a fool so I can shoot them. No, because then now it's almost like you premeditating something to happen. Juice, what's going on, baby? What else popped up in here? What else popped up in here in this good old chat today? Bonnie, what's going on, baby? Yeah, because that would have been an even sadder situation, Tasha, if she would have been with her kids. Because you've had situations where parents done lost their lives in front of their kids. And it's like it's sad because y'all not even thinking, and that lady should have thought. If I'm coming there telling you what it is, that means I'm trying to just get what I gotta get and go home to my kids. I shouldn't have to worry about getting shot. And if I didn't step on your property, see, that's the only thing I don't like about the stand your ground is if I'm stepping on your property with no malice, I shouldn't have to worry about that type of situation happening. I could be coming offering you a business opportunity. I could be coming do something along those lines. And now you mean to tell me you can't? That's what I'm saying. We got to bring that awareness. And again, I feel not everybody should have a gun. Only the most responsible ones should have one because they know when to use it and when not to use it. And not go looking for situations neither. Again, may that lady rest in peace because kids got to grow up without her. And if they're young, this is the sad part about it again. They only going to have but so many memories. Nah, BMF, she went to go retrieve an item with no malice, no nothing. I'm pinging my child's devices and it's showing me that it's somewhere. I'm going to go get my devices back. Especially if I know they not for me, they for the kids. No doubt, Lovey. And that's the thing. Sometimes people have to learn to have self control. See now, if that lady would have had self control and would not be quick to shoot, that lady probably could have went home to her kids. Yeah, exactly. But you got some people that are in fear. And again, especially when it comes to stay in fear, like we always coming with some sort of problem. No, I could just be coming to talk to you about something. For all you know, my kid could have had an issue with your kid, and I just want to discuss it and see where we go from here. Does that mean I gotta fight with you or lose my life in the process? No. I think that's the saddest thing. Quick to pull the trigger. That's why I said a gun is not made for everybody. A gun is only made for somebody who's going to be responsible and use it when necessary. If I don't feel you a threat, I'm not pulling out no gun on you. Even if New York City was a stand your ground state, I'm still not going to pull out no gun. I don't need to. We ain't going to be able to fight or talk out whatever. If we ain't just going to be able to have a good conversation, then just keep it pushing. This is why it's adamant again, even when it comes down to people owning guns now, they gotta take a safety course, something. I feel like this: if an armed security guard gotta take a gun range course and all that other stuff, and even still read a book as far as the safety measures of having your gun, what makes you think a homeowner or somebody else ain't supposed to do the same thing? And if you purchasing a gun from the store, I feel that's what you are supposed to do. Let me make sure this is what it is, so I'm not just selling you a weapon and you just got one just to have one. No, and again, that's messed up because of irresponsibility and just because of reacting so fast to something that wasn't even a threat. Got one person that lost their life. Miss Patty, I don't even know. And again, that's corny because if I'm coming in to tell you, look, this is the problem. Like, see, I'm gonna be honest with you. I had one night when somebody came running by my job. He kept walking up and down the block. But little did I know that was the first time me hearing about that pinging your devices or pinging certain devices. So, the person kept running up and down the block, but I'm like thinking it's something else. See, if I would just been quick to react and thought it was something else, I'd have ended up hurting that person. And then again, when I sat there and say, "Yo, bro, you good?" I'm pinging my device, but it's telling me it's in here, bro. But I'm not trying to yada yada yada. I was like, well, I don't know exactly where it's at, and honestly, I can't even do nothing for you until the morning time. So, which is respectable. See, cool heads and just smart thinking. Because if I thought he was on some other time, I'd have been on his neck. But then to come to find out, he did have a device that was in here. He did get it the following morning when the place was open. I told him, I said, anything in here after a certain time, I can't even let you in here. No doubt, Juice, she all right. Um, and that is sad though. It's not even just common sense. No, you need to have safety when it comes to a gun. And again, if nobody's really posing no threat to you, you shouldn't be quick to pull the trigger anyway. Stop being so trigger happy. Yeah, we gonna definitely have to start giving more awareness where it's needed. And again, in some of them stand your ground states, it still should have it should still be incorporated that you take some sort of firing training, so on and so forth. Because I'm not just going to sell you a gun and then I could be selling you a gun and you could be a reckless person. Even if you do got a clean background, you could still be reckless. You could just be an on the low or under the radar reckless type of person. Now I just gave you a gun. Miranda, what's going on, baby? Oh shoot, no doubt, Commander. I hear you on that. No, again, she shouldn't have to lose her life trying to retrieve her kids' items. But this is a situation that can happen anywhere. You got some people who are that volatile and that, you know, they just that desperate for some sort of conflict. And I still feel she should be charged with, again, not just murder, but she should be charged with stolen property because it wasn't yours to begin with. And for it to be in your place of residence, I felt like that was premeditated. You was going to try to see who was going to come for that device. And then, prime example, what if the cops would have came for that device? Let's say if she didn't even come there. Let's say if the cops would have came there, would you have shot at the cops too? Come on. It's like, be real. When you know you got something in your possession that ain't yours, you need to bring that back. Or if somebody done already told you this is what it is, give it back. Especially if you don't need it. And again, that was just malice behavior because again, you still didn't even have to pull that trigger at all. That lady could have just went home. And see, I was is adamant that I give a public service announcement to those who need to hear it. If there's a situation where you are having devices that went missing, now they turn up in certain spots, have the proper people with you, even the authorities, because apparently that's going to be a problem. I go to retrieve something, I gotta probably fight for my life or lose my life, and for what? For some property? It's another sad day because again, parent not making it home to their kids when they only was trying to do exactly what was right, going to retrieve their kids' items. And again, this did happen in Florida, but a situation like that can happen anywhere. Even if it ain't a stand your ground state, you got people like that who are just waiting for the right type of opportunity for those confrontations to happen. We got a lot of things going on. Again, just like I'm still trying to keep updates on that story with the people going missing. I mean, there's no way you want to tell me 45 people within a small time frame within 2 states done with missing. That's something I'm still trying to keep up on because again, you would hope those people make it home. And you would hope that is not a situation where they not making it home. Frankie, what's going on, my guy? You already know if y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. Drop the link in a little bit. But I do feel man, that's something to not overlook. Because when you overlook these situations, we're going to continue to have the biggest problem. It's crucial that we always have these conversations and try to bring some sort of light to what's going on. And again, give education where it's needed, especially those who are going to be holding guns, especially those who are able to carry guns. They still need education and know when and when not to. And some people you can't give a gun to because they just too impulsive. They'll wait for something, even if it's an emotional trigger, and they'll get trigger happy. You know, if you're going to own a gun, you got to make sure that you own it for the right reasons and that you're going to be responsible. Don't take it upon yourself just to get trigger happy and crazy with somebody, especially if somebody is unarmed. Because, prime example, that story that I posted in the live this morning, that boy, even though he stole a cup, he was unarmed. And he didn't necessarily have to get shot in his back, and he got shot in his back. Again, a case of people just being too trigger happy. If I know for a fact I don't got no type of, I'm not running down on you. If I see you already running for dear life, I'm not going to waste my time shooting. Because you ain't going to be able to see when I'm shooting, and you ain't going to know if something hit you. Look how many people got shot in their back, not expecting to get shot. You know, it's one thing, again, to protect property at all costs and protect your life at all costs. But there's also responsibility. You can't just blatantly take somebody's life because you feel they're a danger. No. There's a difference between feeling that somebody's a danger and knowing somebody's a danger. And a lot of times, all you got to do is read body language. Yeah, that just the link that I posted in there this morning in the live, Tasha, was a young boy out there in Houston. Then, you know, like again, we got situations where the youth need to start getting into something better. You know, again, two stories I put in the chat this morning. One was definitely messed up because that boy didn't have to lose his life. And the other one was messed up because that boy is about to end up doing life if he get wrapped up and get sentenced. And now the situation about the boy in Baltimore, I think he only 13, 14. You was about to try to shoot another boy on the bus, and God knows who else you was going to shoot, but luckily that gun jammed. So again, now what we going to do with that situation? And the sad part, you trying to bring the education and awareness, because again, I would need some of your youth to pay attention. You got some people right now that are not caring. They're not caring at all. So if they feel a type of way, oh, trust me, they gonna come at you. And if you present yourself as a threat, they definitely gonna come at you. So this ain't nothing that should be overlooked. Some of y'all need to put down them weapons and pick up a book. Yeah, because at the end of the day, a gun is not a toy. A gun is a serious responsibility, whether you want to hear that or not. It's a serious responsibility. And again, you can't sit here and bring somebody's life back because you want to be reckless or because you want to quote unquote say that you were scared. You know, and this is something that we've been seeing time and time and again. People trying to justify the things they're doing, especially when it comes to the guns. You can't justify that because somebody just lost their life. And how could you justify doing something along those lines? And they got family. You know, man, listen, that broke my heart right there today. This is the thing. I'm going to do something right by my kids, and I done lost my life. You know, and this is the problem. When you get a gun, that doesn't mean you the biggest Don Dada in the world. That doesn't mean that you bulletproof. That just makes you more of a target. Why? It's gonna make you more of a target because now if people know you strapped, they already gonna know. All right, I know when to catch them when they don't got it. You know, some people feel the minute they get a gun, that's the grand entrance to start quote unquote flexing your muscle. But I still believe in that old saying. You live by the gun, especially in the wrong notion, you die by that gun. Now see, that lady just did something, and if something doesn't happen to her, guess what? She gonna end up paying that price one way or another. Because again, I believe that man upstairs don't let certain crimes like that go unpunished. At some point, she'll either fall victim to that same gun, or hopefully they do, at least the family, get justice. Hopefully they get the justice because that lady shouldn't be still out and about. No, you just killed somebody and you still got somebody stolen property. That's why you gotta be mindful. You got to educate and be more aware of the things surrounding you. And you're gonna have some of those who are just not savory. So much as you don't want to say it, you know, sometimes there might have to be a situation like that. If it's a dire situation, preservation of life is real. But then again, if I know you running for your life, I don't need to start shooting. And I've seen situations where fights broke out, gun them got pulled out into the fight, and look how many people then got shot, killed, lost they, or basically been paralyzed for life, or done got bullets still lodged in them, so on and so forth. We done heard so many different stories of situations where shit went left, which is crazy. Yo, IB, what's going on? We got to bring that awareness. And again, for you gun owners, um, how about you just stop being quick to use your weapon? If you feel it's a danger, then you do so. But if it's not no danger, then there's no need to. Again, because you don't know what she could have been coming for. Even if it wasn't for that, she could have been coming for something good. She could have been coming to offer you something. But because you that scared, that's what you do. Like, come on, man. New kids ain't gonna never get that good moment with their moms again. They're not gonna be able to feel that love and that compassion and even get that knowledge. Because again, when you take away either parent from the kids, you taking a piece of them. You taking a piece of their growth. Like I've always said, they, even when it's coming down the street level stuff, look how many situations we done had where people definitely lost their lives in front of their kids. Wrong places, wrong time, so on and so forth. Nothing more traumatic than a kid watching their parent die. There's nothing more traumatic than that at all. Yeah, what's going on, my guy? Again, we got to start preserving life the best way. And it's up to a lot of people to stop being so fearful. Prime example, if somebody did steal something, darn well they running for their life. Hey, ain't no need to shoot. Because now it be your luck you shoot that person and the bullets hit them or hit her. You never know. Who should want to have to deal with another heartache, another funeral? Like, nobody should have to deal with that. Not at all. I had to give a little moment of silence for real because, again, got somebody not going home to their kids that should have been going home to their kids, tucking their kids in, reading and doing whatever with their kids. Crazy. And again, if nobody is presenting a threat to where you need to use your gun, you shouldn't be using it. If somebody is coming to offer you some sort of advice, some sort of help, even a job opportunity, or just want to get information about certain things that's needed, it's no need for you to pull your trigger out. Don't need to pull a gun out and pull that trigger. Now, again, I know some of these people only feel a type of way because, yeah, we do have people that's running around from door to door, scamming and doing certain things along that nature, lying, claiming to be, you know, contractors, so on and so forth. Yes, we know we got to be mindful of that. But then again, you should know who's who in your area. Everybody should be known who, you know. I know he definitely the neighborhood. This is now the third. All right, you know. But if you see faces that you ain't familiar with, so on and so forth, then again, you protect yourself at all costs. Yeah, man, listen. You know what's funny though, Amos? Those people that do that, they do meet their untimely demises at some point. They do. Because that's even a messed up situation. You supposed to be having a funeral and you gotta possibly worry about it getting shot up because of either reckless gang stuff or just, personal vendetta. If I know a person is dead, what the hell I need to shoot up the damn funeral for? So I'm saying, like, guns ain't the problem. The problem is the wrong people keep getting guns. And if they ain't able to purchase or get a gun because of their background, history, they still able to get it on the streets. And some people will see it like this: well, why spend this much trying to do this and just to get a gun when I could get this off the street from somebody for less the price? And again, you gotta be sick in your mind if you're thinking that that's the best thing to do. I gotta shoot up everything to prove something. Nah. And again, if somebody ain't a constant threat, there's no need for you to do anything. No, and it's really crazy though. Because that situation again can happen anywhere. It can happen out here in New York. It can happen in Connecticut. It can happen anywhere, even if it ain't a stand your ground state. Situations like that could happen at the moment of a dime. Word, what's going on, my guy? And again, may that lady rest in peace, because she only went to go retrieve something and lost her life in the process. This is why I'm saying we need to be further education and not so much as stricter gun laws, because again, them gun laws is only going in benefit for the people who are out here being criminals. But again, it's still a responsibility, and your responsibility is to preserve life. Yes, protect your life, but also preserve it. If you ain't gotta necessarily take that step, you ain't got to. I think that's the craziest thing about it all. Again, I've always felt that anybody that's quick to shoot somebody, even behind their back, that goes to show cowardice right there. And that was a cowardice act. Sorry, it was. Because you wasn't even sure if she was coming with the notion of even having a situation with you. And then not even to be funny, what if she was just new to the area, right? And she was trying to get to know her neighbors. You mean to tell me she'd had to lose her life as well too because you wanted to be ignorant? Cupid, what's going on, baby? Yeah, Marlene, that's the thing. You know, I can't call everybody that got a gun a coward. I could call the brave ones that are actually doing what they're supposed to be doing and protecting their property and protecting their life the right way. I can commend those ones. I can't commend those who shoot people in their back, shoot people unexpectedly. I can't respect those who feel like that gun is supposed to give them that strong, flexible muscle. Because you're supposed to be a strong, flexible muscle without a weapon. Got stray cats over here playing tag and My bad, y'all. Got stray cats up in here playing tag. It's all good though. It's all good. Don't be laughing at me, Didi. I'm serious. Well, that one need to start running. He out of breath. But it's crucial though. It's crucial that some people understand this. Just because you got a gun, that don't mean again that you're untouchable or that you bulletproof. And if you're using it the wrong way, if you're not using it the way it's supposed to be used and what it's used for, you're gonna fall right behind that same weapon that you're using. Just like if you run around stabbing people, eventually you gonna get stabbed. So what you think gonna happen with the gun? That sword that was said in that good old book wasn't just meaning a gun, because back in the day there was no guns. You either had the stick or the knife. D Truth, what's going on, my guy? Chocolate drip drop, baby. What's going on, baby? But it's sad though. It really is, because you're gonna hear situations like this happening. And again, if she don't get charged for anything, that's sad. Because now I'm guaranteeing you, if the shoe would have been on the other foot, and it been one of us doing that, y'all have been quick to want to take us down in the heartbeat and say that we was doing this when we really could have been in fear for our life. That's good, chocolate drop. I hear you, sis. And this is again a damaging day because somebody didn't make it home to their kids, trying to do the right thing. So what I'm saying is adamant that unless you really are going to be responsible, you shouldn't have a gun. You shouldn't. And that shouldn't be the first option of defense anyway. That should be the last option of defense. First option should always be the hand-to-hand combat training. Because if you can't beat me with the two weapons you was born with, I don't think we need to have any type of problems. And I stuck on that and still stick on that to this day. I had one situation where the dude tried to get crazy. And I let him get crazy only because I say, I already know what these type of people are. These are the type right here going to stay strapped. But you ain't going to stay strapped forever. And you're not going to have that same energy when you don't have that strap. And sure enough, caught his ass on the hump. No energy whatsoever. All that energy out the window. And I still ain't do nothing to him. I just was laughing because it proved my point. I said some cowards are going to do stuff like that. Yeah, I got my strap, nigga. What you talking about? Okay, have your strap. If you can't beat me with the two hands God blessed you with, we can't talk about nothing. We don't have no arguments over it. But it's sad because, again, now situations like this, and I'm going to say this again to all you mothers, fathers, parents, period. If there's situations that are being presented like how I'm speaking about tonight, property elsewhere, make sure you ain't just by yourself. And I kid you not, I believe if she had one or two witnesses with her, that lady probably would have got arrested. Because again, to me, that just seemed like a flat out murder. You don't know what this lady was coming for. She didn't present no threat. But you just straight up shot her and killed her. I hear you, Marlene. Shoot. And that's the best way to do it. Because again, that live by the sword, die by the sword, that wasn't so much as just, oh, if you living by the gun, you gonna die. No. Because again, before the guns was thought about, we had knives and sticks. And we was just really combating. So if it wasn't either or, it didn't matter. The one thing I can say is most of them fights didn't go to the death unless it was really dire and it was needed. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, James. That's crazy. You just basically set up something. And, like a lot of these kids are getting these, these iPads and these tablets because you got some people who still doing remote learning. And then you got those that I already know school is already out for some people in other states already. They already done started their summer vacation. But even still, you got those who need to learn. You got those who need to study, so on and so forth. And the sad part about it is you got my property, but you ain't trying to give it back. So, again, she should be charged with 2 crimes: murder and stolen property. Because if those items belong to the kids, should have gave it back. Not quick to be trigger happy and react. That's why I said it's crucial that even if you're going to, and I'm going to say this again, if you know you that impulsive, you shouldn't have a gun. Because knowing that type of impulsiveness you're gonna make a critical error, and that's gonna either cost you or cost another person their life. And that's the thing. Can't overlook that. That's something that need to be talked about because that could happen again anywhere. That could happen in my state. That could happen in your state. That could happen across seas. Somebody could be doing what they think they doing is right and could possibly lose their life. And for what? Because of carelessness. Reckless abandonment. Because guess what? You shot. You took the first shot. Now, what if, now, this is what I'm saying. Now, what if you would have took that shot and the bullet would have ricocheted and hit you instead? Now, what would have been the story? Lady goes to shoot another lady and kills herself? Oh, God. Thought these motherfuckers was trying to call. Um, this happened in Florida, chocolate drop. Um, I heard about some of this story earlier. My aunt was telling me about the situation. But it's crazy because again, this happened in Florida, but this can happen anywhere, whether it's a stay in your ground state or not. Yeah. Now again, what if that lady was going to cause harm again, and instead of shooting and actually hitting this lady, what if she just shot and hit herself? That's what I'm saying. You can't be reckless just shooting through doors and everything else. And then they probably would have. Yo, Joker, what's going on, my guy? They probably would have, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, D2. They probably would have tried to charge her if that lady would have got hurt. But then again, how you gonna charge me for something when she tried to harm me? you know, and you had situations where you'll try to sit here and say that, oh well, you was a no. They tried to do harm to me, and in this long run, again, if that bullet would have ricocheted or even backfired, guess what? That'd have been on your conscience, and that's crazy. She should not be still free because again, you killed somebody out of malice. That's how I feel. You killed her out of malice. You didn't. You ain't. She wasn't no damn threat to you. And that's one thing that people got to stop doing. Stop assuming that everybody's a damn threat to you when they're approaching you. For all you know, they could be approaching you with some good news. They could be approaching you with an opportunity. They could be approaching you because they probably new to the fucking area. Now again, what if she was new to the area and just going to greet her neighbors? She would have had to lose her life too behind that. Like, come on, man. Yeah, Amos. Just like you mooting in your cereal. No, I'm gonna start putting you on timeout next. Don't worry. Yeah, I remember that one too, D True. That's what I'm saying. These people are getting too outrageous with the guns. If nobody is presenting a threat and you see they obviously running, why shoot? Like we really need to think about that. This is becoming a growing problem too. The wrong people, in my opinion, having guns. And then trying to use that logic of I feared for my life. If a person is running, how are you fearing for your life? If anything, they fearing for their life. They fearing that they don't get shot or killed. So that should be right there telling you, you know what, let me just hold off. And you always got to remember, sometimes a person might try to make that same mistake. So if they got away one time before, they ain't gonna try it again. Especially if they know you ready for them. And it's sad that we gotta be in fear for our life every day. We gotta really be on aspects with everything because you have people who are just they desensitized to the point where they don't care. Some people who dead feel a type of way. If they've been robbed at gunpoint at least more than once, they gonna be armed and ready to go. Even if anything look weird to them, they gonna feel, oh, that's a threat. That's not a threat. If I am coming to you and I'm telling you something in particular, this shouldn't be no. I gotta worry about losing my life, or I probably have to take yours in the process. No. Yeah, and that's another thing for all y'all young, for all y'all youngins, and even for you adults. Pay attention. Especially, I know a lot of y'all like to use the Ubers. Pay attention because some of these people ain't Uber drivers. They not Lyft drivers, and some people might just be looking to cause trouble. So you got to be mindful of that too. Marlene, uh, that's an Australian slang word. I ain't gonna say what it means. You should know what it means. They cool though. Don't worry, we part of a little moot group. So, but it's truthfulness though. It's sad that lady had to lose her life, just like anybody else had to lose their life because they was fearing for their life and still lost their life in the process. Stop being so trigger happy and start using your logic. If a person really ain't presenting any type of threat, any type of harm, and you know they ain't got no type of weapon on them, you don't need to use your weapon at all. You don't even need to pull your weapon out. I'm not going to tell y'all what it means, damn it. Marlene just, don't worry, Marlene. I'll tell you at the end of the show. Because you still look lost, but it's all right. Nah, don't tell him nothing, Commander. Let him say the wrong thing on the wrong night. He gonna have fun. He gonna have fun with all these ladies in here whooping his ass. But the link is in the chat in case anybody want to pop up and discuss anything. It is an open panel. I felt that was needed to discuss tonight because, again, at what point do people stop being so irrational and start thinking logical? Marlene, if you want to know so badly because you look lost, fine. I'll tell you what it is. I'll say it in the chat. Oh man. Now what's going on, D2?
Uh-oh, who let the cat out the bag?
Your name is not Zyla Rose.
but but I just seen this story. A 83-year-old
Yeah.
veteran got arrested for protecting a woman from Latino man in road rage. He came out with a bathrobe, house slippers. He had a gun with him. He wasn't going to use it. He just showed it, put it back in his pocket, and the Latino man was blurting out racial slurs, right? And
Yeah.
when the old man when the 83-year-old veteran turned around, the Latino man took off his shirt, and he turned around and shot him. That's just defense right there and protecting a woman. But guess where he at? Locked up on a $3 million bail.
Said 3 million?
$3 million
Yeah.
for self-defense and protect a woman for a road rager.
That's
See
crazy.
how you see how quick they lock him up, didn't you?
Yeah. I've seen it. And that's the crazy part about it again. And we the ones that mostly gotta fear because it's bad enough sometimes we gotta fear our own people, but we gotta fear everybody else. And I'm not trying to make this again a division thing, but it just goes to show you again, like you like it's like we always seem to get a short end of the stick trying to defend and do what's right for us.
Yeah. And thing is, he did it. They granted they were seeing each other. They were together, but yet it was a woman. He was defending the woman against another man.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So he was doing put it away. He was doing what was right.
Yeah.
We
And
always
that's
say,
no, that's the crazy part about it. That is the crazy part about it. You doing what you doing is necessary and you gotta worry about getting arrested.
yeah. And think about we all and us as a community, we all always hollering about protect our women. Look what happens when you protect your woman. Like I keep saying, reality, yeah, we want our community to grow and and build up and leave a legacy for the future, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes you gotta go with the flow. Hey, he feel like okay, you gonna like me up for protecting my woman and protecting myself? Okay, I take it. I take it a little bit, but guess what? Wait till my lawyer get through your ass. You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
And they're gonna have to pay a heck of fine. And then another story is that a husband called his Tasty wife called his wife, told her, texted her, and told her to call 911. Call he was been held hostage. The wife called 911 and she told them that her husband had been held hostage, sent them the address and the picture of a man that was holding her husband hostage. And guess what? The police station wasn't nothing but a mile away. They didn't
That's
send
crazy.
nobody. They didn't send nobody. And the guy shot the husband in the abdomen. By the time they got to him, an hour later now, he bled out. And you know that you get shot in the abdomen, you're gonna bleed out slowly, and that
Yeah.
agonizes death.
That's a
And this
whole fact.
happened. And this happened in Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Crazy. Miss T, what's going on, baby? Who else popped up in here? Mike G, what's going on, my guy?
Hey, Marlene.
Hey,
Marlon
hey,
B.
what's up?
Oh, she snuck up on me. She tried to scare me.
She said she was gonna shank your ass, Dietrich.
Yeah, I just want to talk about this a little bit. I I get tired, about hearing about, black on black crime, crimes against women, crimes against children. I just get so sick of it in the community, and it's like, and the people who try to stand up for the justice, when you see something happening, you're the one that gets in trouble. Like what I saw today, um, it was a black male, just jogging along the road, and these cops pull him over and say they want to talk to him, and he's like, "For what?" And say someone says someone that looks like him is had just committed a crime, so they're racially profiling him and saying you fit the description, and they want to know what his name is, and he refused to give him their name, and because of that they handcuffed him and say, and telling him to get in the car so that he can take them over to where she was, so that he could be identified. And he
Yeah.
says, I'm not getting in the car because I'm here jogging, I wasn't doing anything, and they kept trying to force, what's your name, what's your name. And the police winded up shoving him into the police cruiser, but luckily it was a lawyer that was across the street from that restaurant was recording the whole thing,
That was a good thing.
and he
Yeah.
followed them to the police station and told him to not say one word because he recorded the whole thing, and he was going to defend him.
See,
Mm.
that was a blessing right there because
Sure
Yeah.
was.
some people like that wouldn't even care because if it ain't a off the rip retainer, they ain't trying to hear that. But when injustice like that, because see, it goes to show you, not every lawyer, not every person that's in these big seats is messed up. Again, we got those who are corrupt, but we got those who ain't corrupt, and the ones that ain't corrupt, they ain't really getting the shine. Hold
Mm-mm.
on, chill town, what's going on, my guy?
And then that story you just told, that remind me what happened down here in Brunswick, Georgia, with uh, uh, Ahmaud Arbery.
Yeah,
Hmm.
That
Yeah.
reminded me of that, and it could have been a situation like that, but I'm like like I said before, Nate heard me say it before. I think Marlene heard me say it before. Before they start seeing us people, we got to start seeing each other as people.
facts. YouTube police, what's going on?
Until then,
Oh,
they ain't gonna see us as human. Cause look at, they don't care we go around killing each other. Look how many times they could have wrapped up the whole gangs out in California and everywhere else. They don't care.
yeah.
They want us to kill each other so that they
Yep,
don't have to do it. They're
yep.
happy when it happens.
Yeah, that's the sad part because see, like what you were saying right there, I had a situation like that the first time I got wrapped up, wrong place, wrong time. They dragged me, well not dragged me, they just threw me in the van, didn't come to find out. When it was all said and done, I wasn't even the person they was looking for. What it was again, you know, if I was with somebody hours ago, I'm not expecting you to come back on some BS. And not even that. Just for the fact that you thought I had anything to do with any of that. When I was clearly in my own zone, headphones on, listening to some beats from one of my peoples had just made. Like I was on my rap crap real crazy back then. I was on it like that. So for you to even say, oh well, you knew the people, you could have, I can't prevent nothing if I ain't paying attention to nobody. That's what made me start paying more attention, period. I was like, oh, I see how this is gonna go. Cause that could have been a situation of me really sitting up for nothing. Because you got people that be that fearful, and anybody that's outside of them, of course, they gonna look at it. Oh yeah, well, I fit the description of somebody wearing all red when I got all black on. Okay, let's see how this works out. Like so you got to be mindful because you got people that be so fearful they'll pick anybody out of a lineup just because.
Yeah, and what I didn't like about the video that I saw earlier was they were trying to portray him oh, weren't you over here? Like they were saying, leading questions so that he would incriminate himself. And I'm glad he didn't answer any of their questions.
Yeah, because my thing is, and that's another thing too. They'll do something like that. I had that happen to me when I was what 15. Situation happened out of my area. Person that did it almost resembled me because when I seen the picture, I'm like, oh hell no. Only difference is it was a big scar and something else on their face. So that was the only thing that saved me. But I was still sitting in there damn near the whole day. They really thought they had the dude that did it. And then when my moms came up flipping like, if y'all don't let my child go, like you done had him in here since this time, it's damn near midnight. So yeah, you got to be mindful because they will try to do that. They'll try to sucker you into that, be into that little quote unquote lineup, but you don't necessarily have to. And if you got a lawyer and you know you ain't do nothing, definitely exercise your right. Again, a lot of y'all gotta learn to stay silent, even when it's false, even when it's falsehoods happening. Learn to stay silent. Damn it, Marlene, what happened to you, baby? How you gonna just cut off like that, baby? Hold on. Get your butt back in here. Get your butt back in here. Oh, something that happened with her thing. I can't get her in the damn stream. Hold on. Damn you, Marlene.
But you know what though? It's kind of like it kind of like is we got to do what we got to do. Like I said, I had a stream set up yesterday. It was let's start something and teach teach each other how to build a legacy.
Yeah.
Some people ain't gonna want to hear. Some of our folks ain't gonna want to hear because you know how some of our folks is.
Yeah.
Oh, they
But
think they
see,
know it
we got to
all.
get out of that. Yeah, but we got to get out of that. That's
Yeah.
one thing. Again, that's our damaging point right there because you don't know everything. You're not,
Mm.
like I told somebody, you don't know everything, and you still fully ain't gonna know everything, even when you get a certain age. You're
You
still
right about
learning
that.
until you close your eyes.
You right. You right about that. So I say it all the time. Like, come on, man, come on. And like I said, these cops, some people that's in the neighborhood, and some of these other folks don't mean they the way they are because they have been bullied. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What a better way to boost your ego?
Liz, what's going on, baby?
But
Uh-huh.
and
Don't be falling off my panel again, lady. Gonna find my bed and whoop you.
You you was trying to mute me from what I was about to say.
No, wasn't. You
oh,
definitely dropped off. I didn't mute you. I turned around and tried to put you back in the
Uh-huh.
stream, and your camera disappeared. Miss Rose.
Sure.
No, I ain't gonna mute you for no darn truth. That's the case. I'll mute D Truth all the time. Hey, stop
you
what you're doing.
do.
Oh, don't you watch? Now I'm about to play Perry today. You see this? Watch. Look, I just mute you now. It's out of your crap. Don't sit there and tell me I'm muting you.
Yeah,
But
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 that's some messed up stuff though, but I really do think a lot of times that some of these things that's happening in these streets, it is the fault of the parents because parents don't even know where their kids are.
yeah,
Mm.
and that's crazy. That is a part right there. Game of death. What's going on?
Yeah,
Nah,
and
that's the truth though. You gotta be mindful on all the chords. But then
mhm.
again, even as adults, you gotta be because I still feel bad because that happened in Florida. Like, come on now. You mean to tell me I'm going to retrieve my kids' items that's blatantly at your house and I gotta lose my life in the process?
And
And that could have
then
been, like you said, that could have been for them learning. That tablet could have been for them for school.
mhm. And then another thing about that is that she threw something back. I don't know was it intentional and hit the child, but it hit her, hit the child. That's assault.
Exactly.
So that's three charges right there. But like I said, we as a community, we got to do a better job of coming together, and we got all kinds of cameras, like the uh, kids can come, the missing kids in Cleveland,
Yeah,
and the
I was just
ones in
talking
Brook,
about that last night.
and the ones in Brooklyn.
Yeah,
Wait a
15
minute
in
here.
Brooklyn.
I
Explain to
always
me. Go ahead,
I
Marlene.
always I always say that somebody got to see something. Somebody got to know something, but people are afraid because they don't want to get, attacked or like assaulted. Things can happen to you when you speak out. So, people don't want that. They don't want that smoke.
Oh,
Well,
oh,
it got to take more than a group of people to stand up because, again, it shouldn't just take certain people. It should take a whole group of people. It's not about, oh, they don't want that smoke. It's about doing what's right.
mm-hmm. I don't know, Marlene. No, back in the days, you couldn't go nowhere without your neighbors or whoever seeing you do something and got in
Right.
trouble.
I had no life growing up because as soon as I did something before I got up the street, my neighbor done called my mama.
I done seen Marlene up here already. You ain't supposed to be doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem now. Go in there
Yeah,
and
we
try to
don't
get
have
on.
that.
Yeah, don't have that. Cause as soon as you get on a child go home crying, whatever. You ain't even touch. You just verbally scold them. The parent gonna get mad. Why
Yeah,
you
but the
gonna get
parents
mad?
can't get mad. You can't get mad if you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing and making sure your kids is, at least in order. You can't do that. That's why I've
Well,
always said you
yep.
can't get mad about that. If somebody, prime example, if I just sat there, I don't got to even scar. I don't even got to verbally scar you. If I just said something that I know for a fact should resonate with you, I shouldn't have to worry about we having a confrontation. Like, and that's the sad part about it. You can't even have an adult conversation. Sometimes people still be thinking emotional, thinking like kids.
hmm I'm telling you what the bad part about that whole situation is. Correct me if I'm
Yeah,
wrong. They want to sit there, want to fight you. See, and thing about these Mr. Kids is that where were the parents? And I know some of the kids has cell phone, right?
yeah. Supposed
And
to bring your kids' devices.
for the ping it. And who cares? They don't care about you tracking them. That's keeping your kids safe when you're not there.
Facts.
But
And
EPB, what's going on?
one thing I don't like what's going on is that adults don't come together like back in the day. You knew all of your neighbors' phone numbers,
Yeah,
mm-hmm,
all of them.
yeah.
sure
Because
did.
if you play it, because guess what? If you that's like even in my community, most of us are still like that. We mostly every last one of us got in contact with each other one way or the other, even down to the kids. A lot of them know the parents. So it's not like if anything does, well, listen, who you with? I'm with such and such. All right, put them on the phone. Yo, what's going on? Yeah, make sure my kid, you good. Don't worry about that. And that's what it be sometimes. Even back in the day, it used to be like that. Man, listen, if I was with somebody else, if I was with another parent or whatever, guess what? My mom's already knew what it was.
Mm-hmm.
You make sure your buddy's exactly where you at. Yo, yeah, my child with you. Yeah, put him on the phone. What I do now? Nothing. I just wanted to make sure you was there. Like, I just wanted to
Yep.
make sure you was there. That's it. But I couldn't blame her neither because shoot, I was the only boy until my brother came into the mix. So of course, the oldest one is always going to be mama's baby. So, but she always made sure I was not in no type of harm I ain't need to be neither.
Well, I remember those things. That's what my mama used to do. She said, "I know it take 15 minutes to get there, and when you get there, have their mama call me."
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I ain't even get there yet. My child, your child didn't even get here yet. Your child about to walk in the door right now. You'd be like, damn, I
What?
just got here. Yeah,
What?
well,
It'd be like, what took you so long? What
like
took you
they
so long?
don't take me
And you
long.
had to be almost running to get there.
Hmm. And
Mhm.
then another thing is not only that you whoop the child gonna say, "Oh, my mom, my parents did this right here." Guess what? You're gonna get arrested.
Facts.
Yeah,
And that was the thing.
yeah.
It was more of a community build because it didn't matter. Like I said, I can remember it wasn't about race and creed. It was more about if my kids is hanging with your kids, we gotta make sure they all protected, that they all ain't
Mhm.
going down that road. And that was the thing. And get back to know, like I said this morning, get back to knowing the people in your community.
Yep. And another thing about back in the day is when you went over somebody's house,
Mm,
they had permission to whoop your ass,
yeah, that was if you was doing too
and
much.
you already
Oh
you
shit. See, I'm about to say, see, he done fell off again. I ain't touched nothing.
already yep, and you already know. And no playing in no house. You better wash your hands, all that good stuff. If you go to somebody's house, you better not act up. Cause the person at that house gonna get you. And guess what? You're gonna get it when you get home. Cause you know that cause when you get home, they're like, okay, you represented me when you out in public. That's how they
Facts.
look at it.
Mhm.
Sure, I remember do not touch nothing, don't ask for nothing. Don't you walk away from me.
All of that.
Yeah,
All of that.
I remember going over people's house, and my mama used to say, "Don't come in, go over there, be acting like you hungry." And we used to be looking, but we are hungry, and say, "No, you're not."
Shoot, don't let them have to come from work. You
Like,
don't got in
I gotta
trouble.
come and get you. I gotta come and get you.
Yeah, you know you was done.
Facts. Shoot, I remember one day my mom said that one day. Like I said, I was only at one time. I didn't think she was gonna pop up where I said, yeah, I got her. I got her.
Yeah.
I done had the G, I had the line, everything else ready. And when I got to my destination, it was just like, damn, how did you know? Like, I had to, like, yeah, you think I wasn't gonna get that phone call? Uh-huh. This one told me he seen all y'all walking this shit. She took all of us home. We was trying, yo, D-True, I ain't gonna lie to you, we was trying to be grown before grown. Like, oh, y'all thought y'all was going to a hotel party, didn't you? All of us got taken home that day. It was like, damn, son, we wasn't getting no love. We wasn't getting no love. He was
Uh-uh.
like, y'all
Mm-mm.
thought y'all was grown, huh? You just was going to try to sneak out. And she was like, then think about it. Even if you would have got this far, you thought you wasn't going to be home? Or you think you wasn't going to be, told I wasn't going to be on your neck for not being. I was like, oh, shoot. It's over.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Back in the day, you you went to a neighbor's house and you sat down, you ate there too. They wasn't
hmm
waiting for you to say it's dinner time. You gonna eat here.
Yeah.
hmm
Especially if you was spending the weekend over. See, I didn't have my little. That's why I'm saying, like, it's some people that you could trust them good enough. You should be able to say, all right, well, you want to do this little sleepover, it's all good. But it is because see, back in the day, the sleepovers wasn't as bad because again, you had people that was mindful. Yeah,
hmm
we still had situations along the line of sick people, but it wasn't a crazy occurrence because everybody was on point. Especially again, it
hmm
comes down to the kids being on point.
But I'll tell you the story. I forgot what I did. The neighbor got was whooping me.
Yeah.
Somehow, I don't know how in the world she called my mom while whipping me at the same time. My mom came out of the house and whooped me all the way back to the house.
You just
You
got
got
the,
double
you
whipped.
just got the, he got the double whammy for no reason.
Well,
Hey,
guess
I
what
don't know
used to
what I
happen?
look.
Guess what
I,
used to happen to me growing up now? You know I come from a big family.
Uh-oh.
I would get whipped at school. Then I get whipped by my mama, my daddy, my brothers, my sister. You think I didn't learn? I only needed to do mess up a few times. I said I'm not trying to get 15 whippings today. No. I said I'm going home.
Yeah, that's the truth, Tasha. It used to be extended family. The community wasn't extended family. We
And
lost
then,
that.
yeah, you're right. And then when you got older, like, oh, these whooping ain't gonna do them no good. Put you on punishment. When they put you on punishment, they meant you was on punishment. And don't ask them to get off punishment. Your friend come knocking. Then my mom did me. Friend come knocking on the door. I'm not gonna tell them you on punishment. You can't come out and play. You go tell them. You know how embarrassing that is.
That's
and
the
you gotta
worst
go tell.
part. And my mama used to say, "Don't say it all soft. Tell them. Speak up and say you can't go outside. Don't be whispering." Mm-mm. And when I used to I had it worse. We had the TV in our room, and we had that little clear thing to go over the TV, and my dad would lock it with a key.
Oh shoot!
Oh, that's torture.
We had the TV in the room looking at it, but we couldn't watch it.
Well,
yeah, I remember those ones. I know a couple people that had those down here. Like it was a family that used to live further down away from me. See, in my area, we got a gated community further back in the back of the community. Like, but it was funny because I went there and I was like, "Yo, bro, y'all still got this?" He was like, "Yeah, we still got this." The key and everything. And just the same thing like Marlene was saying. They had that same exact
man,
key.
we were cased up, man. We couldn't do nothing. It was like, I want to watch TV, and we was all mad. Like, man, we got to
imagine when you had the game system. Imagine when you had the game system plugged up to that sucker, you couldn't do nothing. Like, damn, I can't do nothing. Not let me have no fun.
I used to say all the time. I used to be like, I hate my life. Mom said, "What you said?" Then she took the door off.
Yeah, damn. Took the door off.
Yeah, my mom. That's what my mom would say. A door is a privilege. Now you don't have one to close.
You see what Tasha B said? The whooping was quicker punishment than being grounded. Yeah, because if you got grounded, there wasn't no telling when the hell you was getting off punishment. Hey, you on punishment for what? Yeah, you know what you did. You on punishment. For how long? It don't matter. When I say you, I was like, that was the one time. I think one time I had that situation. I forgot what the hell I did. I did some wild shit. And she was like, "You think I wasn't gonna find out?" Yeah, you on punishment. I was like, I knew that was gonna happen. I was like, yeah, for how long? And she didn't give an estimated time. She just like, when it's time, you'll know. I was like, get the hell out of here. I was like, nah, because it set me up because I ain't gonna lie, she ain't even say that, but nah, when I really realized, I was like, oh, I know what I did. I said, yeah, I knew it was gonna be more than a month's punishment, but she was just like, She was like, I will let you choose your own punishment, but apparently you gonna try to come with some easy stuff. So you just don't punish me indefinitely. I said indefinitely. I was like, well, damn. I was like,
Nate, you got a life sentence, then without parole.
Yeah, that was. I'm like, when the heck? But it was like 2 months. But it didn't matter because it was during the dead of the winter anyway. So I wasn't really coming out like that anyway. I didn't give a fuck. I didn't care. I was like, damn.
I remember when I just got off of punishment, and I'm like, yes, I got my freedom. I'm walking up to the door. My mom get a phone call and say, "Hey, get back here. You back on punishment." I'm like, I didn't even get inside.
Oh, you got an extra charge, huh?
I said, man, I got my freedom paper. I felt so good. I was just about to get to the door. And Mom said, back on punishment. I was like,
that what I was just going to say. Oh, they said they tell you what. Oh, you got 2 weeks. And just about them 2 weeks come up. That one day, they're like, nah, make it you got 2 more weeks. They ain't came up with this one yet. I ain't came off of this one yet. And you still gotta go tell him. Oh, he. Oh, the worst part is, I don't know. They went through this. Or when they went through this, when they tell you go out there get your own switch. Told you go out there get your own switch.
Oh no,
That's
I went
torture.
through that. I went through
That's
that when I was down south. I was staying.
Oh yeah.
I was staying down with one of my. I was man, he rest in peace. I was staying with one of my grand uncles and one of my grand aunts. I didn't go. I didn't do nothing wrong. But for the fact that they lined me up to cut the switch for my cousin, I said, "What?" I was like, "Wait, what I do?" Nah, he was like, "Go get the switch." I'm thinking I did. I said, "Come on, I ain't even do nothing. I just got it." I didn't do that was the first thing. Like I didn't do nothing. Nate, I don't care if you didn't do nothing. Go get that switch. I'm like, yo, you're not gonna do this. I was ready to call my moms and they're like, nah, come get me, man. Like, what the hell wrong with them? She's like, ain't for you, boy. Go get that, man. Man, listen,
Yeah, man.
she
When
went
you
my
when you
cousin
when you
ass.
when you was trying to pick when you was trying to pick a switch and you was picking the flimsy one, mom was like, "Girl, if you don't start playing with me, you better go and get it."
Before I get it
so.
myself. And if they got
Uh,
it themselves, they was gonna get the biggest one they could.
yeah.
And that's
All right.
exactly what happened. I ain't even, I swear I went and picked the flimsy ones. I'm like, you ain't gonna hit me because I ain't do nothing. I just got hit. They ain't for you, but since you, unless you want this punishment for you, this ain't for you. She's like, I go get it myself, man. Listen, she wailed on my cousin's ass. I forgot what he did. He did some
Damn.
shit. She wailed on him like it was no tomorrow. I said, oh, but at least she didn't hit him in the face. I'll give him that much. See, she was
Yeah.
tearing that ass up, but she wasn't hitting him in the face. I was just like, Jesus Christ, don't ever let me get into no trouble down here now. That's what made me not get no trouble down here. They're gonna be hitting me.
But
My
I'm
mom's just
telling you,
letting it happen. My mom's was definitely letting it happen. Like, you with family, so what you thought was gonna happen?
Yep. And
but
I used to get the whippings where I would be jumping and my mom would get even madder because she couldn't hit my legs.
Oh shoot.
hey, so you were practicing for the Olympics, huh?
Yeah, I was jumping high. She was getting mad. She was like, "Girl," and you know when they really was getting with you when they talking one and be like, "How much you got to say? Don't you come out this hot?" I was like, "Dang, gone. How long is this sentence?"
25 to life. 25 to life. That's how it
Now,
felt.
hey Marlene, you know the crazy part about when you go get that little flimsy one? They sit that one to the side. The
Oh,
lower they
my
get,
mama would break it. What do you mean to the side? Mama would break it in half and say, "Go get a better one."
no, I'm talking about what that was. I know
No
some
doubt, love you.
parents. I know mine. My mom, she sit to the side and go get the low one. When that break, oh, she used that flimsy one, and guess what? It didn't do. It did not break.
Mm.
That
Like,
didn't
oh, you
break.
think it's a game? You think it's a game? Wow! Ah, hey, I'm sorry, Mama. Mama, don't do this. Nah, but it's
Uh,
the crazy part. Riaz, what's going on? No doubt, love you. I appreciate you, baby. Uh, oh yeah, y'all still got me laughing about a few things. Yes, Marlene, you got me laughing about a few things. I
and
know the cartwheel queen is in here too. She gonna laugh about something too. I had me laughing at that damn table the other day, thinking y'all slick.
but
Nah,
hey,
yeah.
Marlene, I want to ask you this question: did they ever tell you go get a whipping and you be sitting there waiting on it? They didn't catch you get out the tub, or when you feel you nice and sleep, catch you when you sleeping it.
No, my mom used to get me in the tub, man.
Oh shoot.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's the worst one. That nah, but I ain't gonna lie. That and getting whooped in your sleep,
yeah.
the falsehood. Cause I ain't gonna lie. I caught both of those situations when I was young and young. I caught the one. Man, listen. I
You went
forgot.
to?
Oh
No,
my God, when you're wet. I mean, that's worse than death, man.
nigga, you get the webs. You get the webs on your body. Like, hey, like what happened? I remember my mom came up. Man, listen. Man, listen. I was mad at myself that day. I said I should have stayed my ass up. I was tired anyway. I was like, I don't think she's going to my open school. I forgot about open school now. I don't think she's going. If she is going on, I'm tired. I'll be all
Well,
right.
my thing is, I thought my mama went to sleep, so I said, "Good, she done gone to bed. So I'm gonna go take me a shower." As soon as she heard the water cut on, she woke up.
That was that house party. That was that house party. As soon as you got in the house, oh, I wouldn't do that just yet.
Yep. As soon as I heard that curtain pull back, I knew it was over. I was like, "Oh, dang."
Thing, and you think thing is that was back then when the
Mhm.
government didn't have to say nothing, and when it's you always get that speech for like Marlene said, they long winded.
Yeah.
Yep.
They long winded. It seems like they drag out every word where they hit you.
Yep.
Like, yeah, oh, hey, I didn't hit you here. Hey, all right, you got me. Enough said.
No, my thing is, I hated when they called you out by your full government name.
Oh,
Oh,
If they called you out by your government, that means you know you said and did some stuff you weren't supposed to say. My mom called my government out only one time in the street. One. I'm telling you, with me, it was certain things I only had to hear that once. Like, oh, she on.
yeah.
And see, I ain't had to
When your
worry about
when your
her
mom calls
sometimes.
you your government name down the street, you be like, "Oh no, what did I do?" And you thinking, "What did I do?"
yeah, you're right.
Exactly.
See, it was all right. She called your first and last name. It was
Mm,
all right when they did that. You might get talked the way out of it, right?
Yeah.
But your first, your middle, and your last,
yeah.
Yeah.
you ain't
When
talking.
you heard
Hey,
the
forget
middle, it
about
was
it.
over.
It was over with.
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm.
Nah, that was what it was with me. She called the whole government out. Everybody's like, damn, son, what you did? Like, I had my boys even like, yo, son, what you did? I don't even know what I did. I said, I'm always doing something that I'm not aware of. And apparently I
Hey,
did do something I wasn't aware of. That's why she called me by her name. I was like, oh. It's always I got the madness when I got home. It was never in the street like, boy, wait till you get home. Like, oh, what I do now? What did I
hey,
No,
do?
I used to try to say, "No, what did I did? What did I do? What did I do?" She said, "Keep on asking. Wait till you get home."
Yeah, that's
hey,
exactly. I was exactly the same thing. Wait till you get home. I'll tell
hey,
you what you
hey,
did when you get home after the ass
hey,
whooping. I'm like,
yeah.
oh,
Hey, Nate. Hey, Nate.
yeah.
Chaka John said she do that to her kids too.
What? What? Get the switch? Or call them by their government? Like, shoot, yeah, that's a nah, but that's an embarrassing feeling when you. It don't matter when your mom, your pops, even your uncle. Shoot, my uncle called me by my government one day. I said, nigga, I was back of my mom. I'm like, nigga, you ain't my damn mom or my daddy be calling me like that. My boy, bring your ass over here. I was like, oh shit. What I did
Yeah.
now.
I'm telling you what really embarrassing. When they call you about your first, middle, and your last name, and you're around your friends,
Yeah,
and and you already know what they're gonna say. Ooh, you're in trouble. You gonna get your ass whooped.
instigated. Like,
Yeah. Hey, and you know
Yeah.
what your mom and dad tell them? Oh, y'all want some too? Y'all think it's funny?
Yeah.
she
My
said,
dad
call
Oh,
her
would
by
pick
the
up. My
whole
dad
name.
would whip off his belt and say, "Y'all want some too?" They would take off.
Like, oh, you want some of this too, young man? Huh? No. like, I'm going.
no.
But see, but this is what kept us in. But this is what kept most of us at least in balance and still here to this day. You know,
Hmm.
we had a strong, tight knit community where
Mm.
everybody was really involved.
Eh,
Wasn't about specific things. It was just about the protection of the kids and just the
uh,
protection of the community.
yep. And another thing is, Jay Wilson. Now, my mom didn't wait till I got home. Where you act up is where you got it
Exactly.
at.
Oh, there was one occurrence I remember. That's when the Cabbage Patch Dolls that can come out. Oh my
Yeah.
God! And I lost my mind.
I
I
ain't laughing
lost
at you.
my
I ain't laughing
mind.
at you,
I
my lady.
forgot. I forgot that I had a black parent. Okay, so
Oh, black what?
I
She said,
forgot I had a black parent. I forgot for a moment, and I said to my mama, I said, "I want you to buy me that Cabbage Patch doll right now." Oh my God.
Oh,
And
oh,
everybody
oh.
who was around, all the black people was like, "Oh my God."
Now she
And
did.
And when those words came out my mouth, I was saying to myself, "What are you saying?" But it was too late. I remember my mom hitting me, and I just remember flying. I don't know.
Hey, where were you at the store?
We was in Kmart.
Oh shoot!
Oh,
Said you
Hmm.
want to act up? I'm gonna show you something to act up about. Why?
Yeah. I remember I flew into all them clothes, and my mom just kept on walking.
Oh man.
hey,
Yeah.
remember Chucky Job said. Remember what Chucky Job said.
She said, "Wait a minute. Hold on 1 second. What about when you knew you was about to get a whooping? You suddenly had to pee real bad?" I don't think I never got that far. Like I just already knew what to expect. Like
By the way, go
I
to the
knew
bathroom
I
while you
did
can.
something. I just was prepared for it. But I think the only time I felt like I was gonna pee myself was that time when she, like I said, I was I was dead in a deep sleep for like 2 straight hours. I heard the door open. I'm like, let's hope I just hear BS in the morning. Thought it was gonna be
I remember one
smooth.
time my
Wow.
brother tried to come to my rescue. My
Oh
brother tried to
shoot.
rescue me from a whooping.
And he got
And he
whooped.
got it.
Oh my God. It was like my mom, she started licking both of us at the same time. I ain't never seen that. It was like some Wild Wild West stuff.
That was some Pootie Chain shit. Forget that. She came out with the belt.
Hey,
Everybody gotta get one.
uh-uh.
And she
Listen,
was
my
like,
mom.
"Oh, you too? Y'all tag teaming me? Okay, I got both of y'all."
Uh-uh. When I was little, we had a Chihuahua, right?
Yeah.
Every time my mom would whoop her, get what Chihuahua try to try barking at her. She turned around. You want some too?
Mm, right.
Don't worry if y'all hear gates clinking. I ain't locking up Rikers Island yet. So C C-74 locked there. That's a-
Yeah. See,
no,
see,
but
uh, see, whippings is different. I don't know if
Mhm.
y'all know about Caribbean whippings. Caribbean whippings are way different than American whippings. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
What's the
Down
difference?
in Jamaica, when they gonna whip you, oh my God, you don't get the whipping until the evening. But everybody
Oh
talking about it, you sweating all day, waiting for it.
yeah.
Uh,
Yeah,
You
uh,
Tim,
hear
what's going on, baby?
you hear everybody embarrassing you, talking your aunties, uncles, cousins, and then finally, after waiting all day with all that anxiety, then you get whipped, and everybody in the community hear you screaming. Oh my
Bomba clock,
God.
man. Get your ass over here.
hey, they around the house listening.
Yep, everybody waiting. They said, "Ooh, she about to get it."
In other
Yeah,
words, they got their popcorn.
yep.
I know a couple people who had, man, listen, I knew two people who they parents. One was from the islands and one was, I believe, from Africa. But anytime I went to either one of their houses, they both, for some reason, had that distinguished paddle that was sitting there. I'm like, oh, they be whooping their kids' ass in here. Let me hope I don't gotta spend the night one day. Man, listen, I spent the night one day in one of the dudes' houses, and I was glad I wasn't there. I'm glad I wasn't no next to kin or nothing. Cause that lady
Hmm.
was going on a rampage. Which one of y'all was? I was and it was them big paddle too. On it wasn't no small. It was that come here. I'm gonna take your whole life away paddle. I'm gonna hit your whole
Oh,
back till you feel it. Like I'm gonna make sure you feel all this. I don't know
But
what
don't,
the oldest boy
God.
did. He did something. Oh no, he messed up something in the house and tried to blame it on the youngins. Didn't work. He got his ass paddled. The one of
hmm.
the youngins tried to intervene or something, broke something in the mix, tried not to lie about it or tried not to tell the truth about it. That paddled to them. She was look, the boys and the girls was equally getting their asses whooped in that house that night. I was just like, when is the madness over? Like,
Yep.
I felt bad for it because it was just the way she swung one time with that. You just heard it, and it sounded like how you would be on a handball court with the paddles. I was like, oh, wait, my back hurt. It felt like school days with the paddle. No, it felt like school days. I'm like, I can't do this. I hope to God. Listen, I said, I ain't coming back to spend no night. Your mom's back
No,
around and hit my ass. I ain't with it.
but
I know that's
but
right. Well, I'm about to drop down, Nate. Enjoyed it.
You already know, Marlene. You always more than welcome, baby.
Okay, Dietrich.
Yeah, I might be going live. Well, in the morning, about 10, 11 or so, cause I ain't got to go to the job till late anyway.
Oh, oh, he got late day plantation work. Okay.
Oh. All
But
right, chat.
you got
Peace.
peace,
No doubt,
Marlene.
Marlene. You have a good one.
Have a good one. Yeah, yeah, I might do a little one at 10 or 11 o'clock and talk about how we can start building and teaching people how to get a legacy going. You know what I'm saying? How to get
Yeah,
out of the rut. So
I'm gonna definitely be tuned in for that one. Oh, yeah, but it is the truth though. See again, we got people here who do build and do grow and do try to leave something go. I don't know what people thought this was, but I thought this was a building forum, ladies and gentlemen. Like we all building amongst the people.
yeah, and it's what we talked about in the old days. We got to get back to that, and we got to get some of these parents are young parents. Some of
Yeah,
these some of these parents that young are children of young parents who are young grandparents. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
I
There
feel
should be
like
no reason why you're a grandparent before 40.
yeah,
I'm sorry, like
yeah, but it's gotta got to sit down and talk. I don't care. We got 100 parents,
yeah,
200 parents, and we're talking and giving this and teaching them how to build a legacy, how to get a business, how to do this, how to do that. And let's say 2 out of 200 listen and did it. We
yeah.
did we did what we set out to do. Cause look at the 198.
Facts.
Oh, they're just gonna be left behind.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only thing you can do when you having these type of. That's why I'm saying these talks is necessary, but these is only necessary for those who actually want to build and actually want to make a change. Some
Yep.
people ain't gonna want to make that change because again, some people done got so desensitized and so comfortable with just the same old everyday madness. Just like Marlene said, you get tired of hearing stories like this. Period. You get tired of seeing stories like this. That's why I said we got to come together for the better of the community and for the better of those youth. Because again, they are going to be the future generation. They are going to be the future builders. It is necessary. That's why we got to come back. Because again, we wasn't able to just do certain things without somebody knowing something. That's just like it was hard for us to get kidnapped without somebody not knowing something. Because everybody was on point. And when things looked out of pocket, you know how it was. Like
Yeah.
shout outs to Monique. Monique. Oh, I got two Moniques in here now. um,
Which
she
one you
was
talking about? The Cali or the other one?
both of them I believe was in Cali, but Monique. Damn, I forgot her name.
Monique H or the other
No,
Monique?
no, no, not Monique Hill. I already look Monique. You know me. I'd have called her sis. But again,
Yeah.
I got two Moniques in here. But the one Monique told me yesterday that I think she near the border, and she said that they had intercepted three three possible. It looked like it was about to be a kidnapping or like sex trafficking.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
They basically intercepted and it's crazy because look, it was only three, but it could have been more than three.
yeah.
That's why we need to start bringing things back because again, when your kids go missing or the people kids go missing, they could be gone or they could be somewhere overseas or they could end up dying because you never know what these situations are with these kidnappers.
You you read about that, and as adults, I'm saying adults because some of us might not have no kids. As adults,
Yeah,
and you know that saying, that what you see if you see something, say something.
yeah,
But if you see another adult talking to your child or getting on your child or children, I don't know who this for. Don't get mad, cause your child might have did something that would have got them hurt and would have fell back on you, cause you're not watching your child.
Facts. And that's the one thing that, and again, because I told somebody, I said, I'm entitled to say certain things along the nature, especially when it comes to the youth, because again, I raised my brother after my mom's died. I raised my cousins for a couple months while my aunt was going through whatever she was going through. I had them. So again, everywhere I was, all three of them was with me. Think about it. I got the only gap over all of them, but I
Mm-hmm.
got them like they mine. So again,
Yeah.
I made sure they look. My brother again graduated high school. He about to finish his little college. He working. He doing what he's supposed to do. And yeah, I ain't have to get crazy. I might have to discipline him to some degree, but what guardian or parent wouldn't do so?
Mm-hmm. It just we like I said, this this it's a crying shame that this stuff that they want men at the house. Then the
Yeah.
women, there's some women say, "Oh, independent, don't need a man,"
Hmm.
and the government saying this and saying that, and that three elements. To think of that all that three elements all together.
Don't forget about the feminist movement.
Oh,
That's another thing.
yeah.
That's another thing that's being implemented.
The way I said, the way I was saying about independence, right? But yeah, when your butt run out of money, need something for the child, you want to call her. But when he want to spend time with his children or child, you want to use that child as a pawn. So what is the child learning? Child ain't learning nothing.
The only thing
But
that child is learning is
how
that
but
their parents are divided, and he don't
mm,
even know why.
yeah, she don't know why. And thing another thing is the girl. If you got a girl, a little girl, oh, all she knows is like okay, mom manipulating dad. So I guess that how I supposed to have. I gotta do to me and manipulate him.
Nah, shouldn't even be that way.
Yeah, and then the little boy see you doing that to his dad, like, oh, all women, that's all they all are, manipulators. So I'm gonna just treat them like a, you know what? And you wonder why some of the men do women like they do, and we wonder why some of the women around here do the men like they do. Learn
Yeah,
behavior, learn behavior.
that's a whole fact. That's why I said we gotta start breaking the chains on these things that are needed because again, we shouldn't have to worry about. Again, we should be more on point. We shouldn't have to worry about being in fear all the time. And then on top of that, it's just coming together, uniting. Again, it is about the future generation more than anything. And if we not giving them that serious, we're not giving them the serious talks, the serious lessons. If y'all can't even come together just to co-parent, that's always going to be a problem. And then when
Yep.
it's a situation, now it's going to be another problem where y'all both pinning something on each other. Now, God forbid if y'all lost y'all child, the first thing y'all going to blame is each other when y'all should be
Mm,
taking accountability for both ends because
mm.
there might have been certain things that pushed that kid to the streets. There might have been something that pushed that kid to do something. You never
Yep.
know. Oh yeah,
Monique,
Gomez, Monique Gomez. There we go.
yeah, she
Monique,
said
what's going on, baby?
she said she going to bed. She need her beauty sleep.
I know. She probably been in his shadow hugging the whole time. It's all right, baby. Not messing with you. Nah, but she was the one that said that last night about the intercepted something at the border, and that's what I'm saying. Like as a community, you still gotta be mindful and watchful. Because there's
Yeah.
no way you gonna tell me people just go up and miss it and nobody says nothing or nobody cares.
Yeah, you're right. And thing is, I look like this right here. I got some playing. I'm playing something that's in the work. I got
Mm-hmm.
something playing in the work, and I'm it gonna have to do with giving kind of like Bill Lotto used to go talking, uh, go live, speaking to people, and I'm gonna put a challenge out there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put a challenge out there. Okay, we talking about it. All right, let's who go and put the work in. Let all of us put the work in. You know what I'm saying? Put the challenge out there. Like I said, there's there's some stuff, some laws on the book that we don't know about. You know what I'm saying? There's some laws on the book that'll help us. There's some
Yeah.
laws that they plan on putting on the book. I'm gonna tell you, the reason I said that. They had that vote on that they're gonna continue to build that cop city down here in Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
They passed it to continue to vote to build it. See that right there in the neighborhood, in our neighborhood, that can happen anywhere. It can happen
Yeah.
anywhere.
That could be a worldwide situation. You know,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It starts off with one spot and it goes elsewhere.
and think about it. Who want to? That I think that $50 something million, $50 something million. That contractor got to build that.
Yeah.
You know, and they talk about, oh, we ain't got enough money to do this for the homeless. We ain't got enough money to do this for this, that. Well, we sure got enough money to build this business facility.
Yep, I see somebody else in here shadow hugging. Sierra, what's going on, baby? Bush baby.
And she put the bushes on there too. But yeah, but I could tell I'm gonna read more about what went on. And
Mhm.
oh, tomorrow gonna be wake up ATL. You already know what it is. And it definitely do not have to always. I report news for everywhere. You know that.
Yeah.
I've been talking about this Cop City thing for the longest.
Yeah.
And
Nah, you have to.
but hey, but we got to come together. We got to come together. That's just the bottom line. Don't matter how
Oh,
much money you get. Don't matter how much money you got. It don't. It don't. It don't take much. It don't take no money just talking.
facts.
Try to get somebody attention. Sit down and talk to them. Get an understanding. And like
That's
I
all we
said,
need.
yeah, and like I said, I don't care. Single parent, two parent household. I don't care. The woman got custody of the child. I don't care. The man got custody of the child. Yeah, you want them to pay child support and put money in your hand and go get this, go get that. But money don't cannot take no place and take no place with time that the other parent could be spending with them.
Facts. So I gotta come together as a united front. Again, I know some people who they can't stand the hell out of each other, but for their kids, they always coming together and they always unifying and they put their differences aside. Because
Mm-hmm.
again, it's not about them; it's about the children.
Yep. Now we gotta now now as adults we got to come together and care about these kids. We got to come together. This is the question I want to ask: who in the chat is willing to come together for these kids to teach them whatever they need to do and teach these parents that whatever they can accomplish anything they want to accomplish and come together to teach them how to accomplish that.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm on board. I'm on board myself.
They're gonna have a lot of people coming together, and like I said, as long as everybody's building and coming together, it can be done. There's nothing that can't be done if the people stand up. And sometimes you're gonna have to get gritty, but it's for the right purposes.
Mm-hmm.
So
Monique Gomez, you said in your dream you sleeping with Denzel Washington.
I'm not messing with you.
I thought she was going to bed.
She ain't going to no damn bed. Yeah, y'all already know if y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. If y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Oh shoot, I didn't even know. Oh man, Brother
What?
Word is live right now.
Yeah. I'm gonna drop down. I just got ain't too long. Got to the house. Go fix me something to eat. I'm gonna go stroll. I'm gonna run these YouTube streets. Damn, I ain't mean to make that rhyme. Hey, it's just that time.
Exactly. But it's nothing but good. It's nothing but good people over here. And that's what we're gonna continue to do.
Commander, I know she tried hard to get back to that dream.
All she gotta do is dream, baby.
See, we talk serious, but you can't be serious all the time. You gotta laugh sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, life is too short to be too serious all day, every day.
Yeah. And before I go, I would like to say this. You already know what I'm finna say. Love and respect yourself. Because if you love and respect yourself, somebody else gonna love and respect you. Because if you don't love and respect yourself, how you gonna have somebody try to love and respect you when you don't love and respect them? Because you don't love and respect yourself. And try to make the next day, the next minute, next hour, next second better than it was before.
Exactly.
Peace them out, and everybody take, hey, y'all hit that MF like button on your way out of this mug, okay? Don't let me tell y'all no more, cause we already know we got some bushwashers in there. They ain't hit that like button. It's free. We ain't gonna hey, Nate, you gonna tell them about they hit that like button?
Choose violence on the like button.
Look, I'm sure I ain't gonna tell nobody you hit the like button.
It don't even matter. My likes don't never be like, hey man, they don't like me like that, man.
Hey, Nate, all I gotta say, look at our face.
Oh man, I got the wrong avatar. Shoot.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah, join me tomorrow between 10 a.m. 11 a.m. That Eastern time. Okay.
I got you.
Oh, I was talking to people. I was talking to folks that's on the other time zone. You already know how them other people is on the other time.
Sierra, don't encourage the badness, baby.
What's Sierra saying?
Oh, Tam. Oh, love you too, baby. Yeah, we gonna definitely show some love to Brother Raccoon. But this was a good topic, and again, shout outs to Marlene for popping up too, baby.
Yeah, like I said, it with me, you never know what I'm gonna talk about.
I know. It's always random. I know. Like it's always something random, but it's all good though.
Yeah, it's all about learning, educating, and peace and love to the chat. I'm out. My stomach calling me.
You already know, boy. You always more than welcome to pop up, man.
Oh, you know how to come up here. I guarantee you, when you start a chat like this, I know he's finna come up here. I know he's coming up here. I don't want him up here. I don't want that.
Nah, I don't do that. I don't pre-screen my calls and my pop-ups.
Hey, I don't either. Cause I'm like this, like I tell them, if you don't type in the chat, and my mom don't get a chance to pre-screen you before you come up there, you ain't coming up. Peace and love to everybody. Everybody have a good night and be safe. Be
Right.
safe. Cause there's a lot of crazy running around here, and they might be in your own household. So be careful. You just gotta
Big
watch.
fact.
See you. Check you out, Nate. Like I said, I'm on the YouTube street. Come on, show the world some love too.
Yeah. Definitely about to show him some love. Damn, this time went by kind of quick. Shoot. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's just like I did that 4 hour live. I ain't realized I did a 4 hour live.
Yeah. He was in there for a minute. It's like, oh, he's still going.
No, this what happened. I'm gonna tell you what happened. First, I was on the Mom Boss Mail panel, and you know she never hardly had no panel.
Yeah.
And somebody told her to drop the link. We had a good discussion. I was on there for 6 hours or something. It's just change. Then I went live for 4 hours or so change. Then I went to that 24-hour live.
Crazy.
Yeah, but it was a good time.
Facts.
I've been saying I'm gonna go for the longest. Let me get out of here.
Oh shoot. Oh man, but you already know you fam. You already know you more than welcome. We definitely about to go show some love to the word. Shout outs to Marlene and shout outs to D Truth. Um, definitely was a good conversation, and we're gonna keep continuing having these conversations and these bills because it's needed. And until we able to come back together as strong as a community, uh, we got a serious battle we gonna be facing. So you think or you know? Never mind. I ain't messing with you, Sierra. How you? You know what? Tired of y'all being light skinned. I'm not going through all of this. Not going through all of this. Sierra, send the damn requests. I ain't going through all of that. I'm not going through all of that. I feel like I'm gonna have to be sitting there writing and typing. I'm not doing all of that. Oh shoot! But this is definitely a good conversation. You know we're gonna be back for the morning cipher, so we are gonna show Brother Word some love. Definitely appreciate everybody that tuned in and popped up. Um, hopefully, people that catch this replay or even catch this at some point see that you have people that are really adamant on building and trying to make changes happen. You know, city to city, state to state, and worldwide at some point. You know, you gotta love that and respect that. You know. Hold on. Uh, oh man, hold on. Oh man, yeah, I ain't going through all of that. Just send the request. The IG is in the chat. But definitely appreciate everybody for tuning in. If y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to the replay gang. Shout out to the Shadow Mafia and the Shadow Babies. Y'all know what it is, baby. For everybody that was in attendance, you already know that love is love and it'll be reciprocated as such. I don't know how to be fake. All I can do is give you real. That's all I'm gonna do is give you real topics and real builds. Like I said, we definitely going to be back in the building in the morning for that safe. You know, hey, y'all enjoy y'all evenings. I'll see some of y'all at the words, definitely. Y'all stay safe. Keep that third eye open. Until the next live, we out of here. Peace and blessings.